Hi guys, and I just got this camera from my mother's place. It was completely, wet after the rains, so it's all a little sticky with a lot of gunk. I'm gonna try and open it. There's absolutely no screw or anything that I can pull out. This rotates, but it's of no use. I've done another opening of another camera which was also water damaged, and I managed to revive it. Let's see if we can revive this. No screws, nothing, absolutely nothing on this. So first, we remove the power cord as always. Then this is the power cord which I have removed. So you arrest the power and then go ahead, remove the memory card. Just push this upwards a little bit so you can remove the memory card. Now go back. You have these four rubber bushes which you could just pull out. It's pretty simple to do that. Use your nails, pull them out, and you have four of these out. Now the funny part is the screw is located somewhere under this, right in the center. So use your nails to pry open this sticker slowly. I think you need it to scan the camera, so do not damage it. And it's pretty simple. You manage to access the screw here. You can go ahead and open the screw. Now that you've got this screw out, I think it's just about a fairly simple process to open this from the sides. Might take a little bit of prying here. You could use your nails, or if you have a tool, that'd be even easier. So I'm gonna go try opening it just by using my nails, or maybe a little clip which my son gave me. Might be able to push open this by using this. Let's see how it works actually. So I can actually feel the water coming out as I'm opening this. Feel a good cleanup might do the job. I see a lot of water coming out. With a little bit of pushing this across through this, we managed to open this guy out, and just look at the amount of water in there. Just look at the water in there. I think you can see the water. So we're gonna see what we can do about this damage. Oh, it's all over the place. Let's actually drain it out here and try and remove this connector out for the motor. Very simple process. As you can see, there's a little tape here which has to be opened. It made so much sense for them to just seal this on top so it would be waterproof, but I think that's something they just don't want to do, because at this price point they don't really want to promise you a product which would probably be waterproof. It's a little screwdriver to open this guy out, and I think we're pretty much done. Some sulfur deposit, not too sure what that is, but yeah, we've managed to get this out. This is the guy which rotates inside of this, making the whole camera rotate, which is a much easier process than the previous one which existed in older cameras that I've opened. So now there's a lot of gunk here, so we're going to clean this. This is going to be dried up. We could probably wash it even. It's just a USB port, and I hope the water damage isn't too bad. Let's go ahead, open this guy up. Let's see what we can do next. So 3 screws. Opened. Now this whole thing comes out, so we could clean it completely inside. I think time for the motor to come out. Let's remove the motor too. It doesn't look complex at all so far. There we go. And Let's go ahead and open this out. So we've got this out, the entire motor's out, and all that we've got now is just this entire system which works inside of this and rotates and does whatever you need. Now we have to check how this thing opens out. It's like a little egg. Doesn't have any screws on the side, so I presume this is something that's to be opened from the side. Let's see how we do it. We do this. I think it's just gonna give you access to this particular part. And now that it's out, we can go ahead. We're not able to detach this motor. It's all wet Chinese motor. Just have to ensure it dries up well, and I think it would work again. So a little bit of prying this open should probably do the trick. So let's use our little clip, which shouldn't damage this hopefully, and go through the opening process. Be careful while you do this, because you shouldn't be damaging the camera. It's a little hard, but yeah, with a little bit of prying open, I think it's coming out. Some things need to be disconnected, but I think that can be done once we open this guy out. Let me try and use a screwdriver to do this. Got a little pointed little screwdriver here. Could probably use this to pry open one of those clips which are lodged inside. Very careful. There you go. Decent job. We managed to open it without breaking any of these clips, which is great news. And now right inside this you have this whole circuitry which is going to make this move. It's pretty cool in itself. I hope I remember all these screws, and this works based on this. There you go, we got them out. It's all very nicely dismantled. We've got some water damage here, which hopefully should be set right with a good drying session. We could use a hair dryer and dry this out today. Yeah, now it looks like a speaker. So we know where the wires go. Looks good. A little bit of water damage, but ooh, that's a lot of water damage. Sulfatization, or whatever you call it. A lot of sulfur deposit in there. Sometimes these are so cheap you could actually buy them and throw them once you're done, but we're gonna give this a try. You're not gonna give up so easily. So sulfur formation, I think it's more to do with something similar to your battery. So since there's power going in, some of the points have kind of gotten eaten up, and I hope that gets set right when we open this entire system and the camera out of here. Hopefully. Got this out. Yes, and I think there are two more screws which probably hold the camera in place. I'm not completely sure, but we'll know. Put this guy out. Let's try and pull the whole system out then with the camera. I'm hoping it would come out, hopefully. I'm not fully sure, but we could give it a try. Oh, there you go, a lot of burn. Oh, looks like a lot of damage. There's a sensor there. I'm hoping all this can be cleaned up. As you can see, the damage done by this, the water damage, and it's pretty bad. It was pretty bad even on this side, but we're going to try and clean it. I've never done this sort of a repair, but I'm hoping, since it's just a very short period since this was it's a very short period since this has occurred, I'm hoping we would be able to get this back to life. We'll only know once we completely set this up again. There you go, one pin out. Put one more pin here and try and remove that. Yes, smaller one goes below, the bigger one on top. That's the camera unit sitting in there. I hope we're able to remove that as well. That's basically the camera, and this is the entire sulfur deposited board, which we are going to try and see what we can do now. So this is a closer view of what has happened. Let me just show you. So this is the water damage. This looks like the sensor. It is a sensor. Looks lovely, doesn't it? I'll keep it free from dust. Very small sensor. This is the lens system inside. There's more water damage on the other side. So I'm going to see how we can clean this kind of water damage, and we're going to try and install it back together again. This is just plastic and a speaker. This is just plastic. This